The part of machine-level instruction, which tells the central processor what has to be done, is A. Operation code, B. Address, C. Locator, D. Flip-flop. The correct answer is operation code. Which of the following refers to the associative memory? A. The address of the data is generated by the CPU. B. The address of the data is supplied by the users. C. There is no need for an address, i.e. the data is used as an address. D. The data are accessed sequentially. The correct answer is there is no need for an address, i.e. the data is used as an address. To avoid the race condition, the number of processes that may be simultaneously inside their critical section is A. 8, B. 1, C. 16, D. 0. The correct answer is 1. A system program that combines the separately compiled modules of a program into a form suitable for execution. A. Assembler, B. Linking loader, C. Cross-compiler, D. Load and go. The correct answer is linking loader. Process is A. Program in high-level language kept on disk, B. Contents of main memory, C. A program in execution, D. A job in secondary memory. The correct answer is a program in execution. Addressing structure. A. Defines the fundamental method of determining effective operand addresses. B. Are variations in the use of fundamental addressing structures or some associated actions which are related to addressing. C. Performs indicated operations on two fast registers of the machine and leave the result in one of the registers. D. All of the above. The correct answer is defines the fundamental method of determining effective operand addresses. The memory buffer register MBR. A. Is a hardware memory device which denotes the location of the current instruction being executed. B. Is a group of electrical circuits hardware that performs the intent of instructions fetched from memory. C. Contains the address of the memory location that is to be read from or stored into. D. Contains a copy of the designated memory location specified by the MAR after a read, or the new contents of the memory prior to a write. The correct answer is contains a copy of the designated memory location specified by the MAR after a read, or the new contents of the memory prior to a write. The strategy of allowing processes that are logically runnable to be temporarily suspended is called A. Preemptive scheduling, B. Non-preemptive scheduling, C. Shortest job first, D. First come first served. The correct answer is preemptive scheduling. The storage-to-storage instructions. A. Have both their operands in the main store. B. Which perform an operation on a register operand and an operand which is located in the main store, generally leaving the result in the register except in the case of store operation when it is also written into the specified storage location. C. Which perform indicated operations on two fast registers of the machine and have the result in one of the registers. D. All of the above. The correct answer is have both their operands in the main store. The LRU algorithm. A. Pages out pages that have been used recently. B. Pages out pages that have not been used recently. C. Pages out pages that have been least used recently. D. Pages out the first page in a given area. The correct answer is pages out pages that have been least used recently. Which of the following systems software does the job of merging the records from two files into one? A. Security software, B. Utility program, C. Networking software, D. Documentation system. The correct answer is utility program. Fork is A. The dispatching of a task, B. The creation of a new job. C. The creation of a new process. D. Increasing the priority of a task. The correct answer is the creation of a new process. Thrashing. A is a natural consequence of virtual memory systems. B can always be avoided by swapping. C always occurs on large computers. D can be caused by poor paging algorithms. The correct answer is can be caused by poor paging algorithms. Supervisor state is A. Never used. B. Entered by programs when they enter the processor. C. Required to perform any I/O. D. Only allowed to the operating system. The correct answer is only allowed to the operating system. Which of the following instruction steps would be written within the diamond-shaped box of a flowchart? A. S is equal to B. C. B. ISA 10. C. Print A. D. Data X4Z. The correct answer is A. 10. Which of the following statements is false? The technique of storage compaction involves moving all occupied areas of storage to one end or other of main storage. B. Compaction does not involve relocation of programs. C. Compaction is also known as garbage collection. D. The system must stop everything while it performs the compaction. The correct answer is compaction does not involve relocation of programs. Interprocess communication. A is required for all processes. B is usually done via disk drives. C is never necessary. D allows processes to synchronize activity. The correct answer is allows processes to synchronize activity. Which of the following functions is performed by the loader? A. Allocate space in memory for the programs and resolve symbolic references between object decks. B. Adjust all address-dependent locations such as address constants to correspond to the allocated space. C. Physically place the machine instructions and data into memory. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. User-friendly systems are A. Required for object-oriented programming. B. Easy to develop. C. Common among traditional mainframe operating systems. D. Becoming more common. The correct answer is becoming more common. Which of the following addressing modes facilitates access to an operand whose location is defined relative to the beginning of the data structure in which it appears? A. Ascending. B. Sorting. C. Index. D. Indirect. The correct answer is index. While running DOS on a PC, which command would be used to duplicate the entire diskette? A. Copy. B. Disk copy. C. chkdsk. D. Type. The correct answer is disk copy. Memory. A is a device that performs a sequence of operations specified by instructions in memory. B is the device where information is stored. C is a sequence of instructions. D is typically characterized by interactive processing and time slicing of the CPU's time to allow quick response to each user. The correct answer is the device where information is stored. Which of the following rules out the use of GoTo? A. Flowchart. B. Hippon diagrams. C. Nash-Schneiderman diagram. D. All of the above. The correct answer is Nash-Schneiderman diagram. A system program that sets up an executable program in main memory ready for execution is A. Assembler. B. Linker. C. Loader. D. Compiler. The correct answer is loader. Which of the following are loaded into main memory when the computer is booted? A. Internal command instructions. B. External command instructions. C. Utility programs. D. Word processing instructions. The correct answer is internal command instructions. The FIFO algorithm. A. Executes first the job that last entered the queue. B. Executes first the job that first entered the queue. C. Execute first the job that has been in the queue the longest. D. Executes first the job with the least processor needs. The correct answer is executes first the job that first entered the queue. What is the name given to the organized collection of software that controls the overall operation of a computer? A. Working system. B. Peripheral system. C. Operating system. D. Controlling system. The correct answer is operating system. The principle of locality of reference justifies the use of A. Reinterable. B. Non-reusable. C. Virtual memory. D. Cache memory. The correct answer is cache memory. The register or main memory location which contains the effective address of the operand is known as A. Pointer. B. Indexed register. C. Special location. D. Scratch pad. The correct answer is pointer. Assembly code database is associated with A. Assembly language version of the program which is created by the code generation phase and is input to the assembly phase. B. A permanent table of decision rules in the form of patterns for matching with the uniform symbol table to discover syntactic structure. C. Consists of a full or partial list or the tokens as they appear in the program. Created by lexical analysis and used for syntax analysis and interpretation. D. A permanent table which lists all keywords and special symbols of the language in symbolic form. The correct answer is assembly language version of the program which is created by the code generation phase and is input to the assembly phase. Thrashing can be avoided if other pages belonging to the working set of the programs are in main memory. B. The speed of CPU is increased. C. The speed of I/O processor is increased. D. All of the above. The correct answer is the pages belonging to the working set of the programs are in main memory. In analyzing the compilation of PLI program, the term lexical analysis is associated with A. Recognition of basic syntactic constructs through reductions. B. Recognition of basic elements and creation of uniform symbols. C. Creation of more optional matrix. D. Use of macroprocessor to produce more optimal assembly code. The correct answer is recognition of basic elements and creation of uniform symbols. Resolution of externally defined symbols is performed by A. Linker. B. Loader. C. Compiler. D. Assembler. The correct answer is linker. System generation. A is always quite simple. B is always very difficult. C varies in difficulty between systems. D requires extensive tools to be understandable. The correct answer is varies in difficulty between systems. The memory address register. A is a hardware memory device which denotes the location of the current instruction being executed. B is a group of electrical circuits hardware that performs the intent of instructions fetched from memory. C contains the address of the memory location that is to be read from or stored into. D contains a copy of the designated memory location specified by the MAR after a read, or the new contents of the memory prior to a write. The correct answer is contains the address of the memory location that is to be read from or stored into. In virtual memory systems, dynamic address translation. A is the hardware necessary to implement paging. B stores pages at a specific location on disk. C is useless when swapping is used. D is part of the operating system paging algorithm. The correct answer is the hardware necessary to implement paging. Fragmentation of the file system. A occurs only if the file system is used improperly. B can always be prevented. C can be temporarily removed by compaction. D is a characteristic of all file systems. The correct answer is can be temporarily removed by compaction. A non-relocatable program is one which A cannot be made to execute in any area of storage other than the one designated for it at the time of its coding or translation. B consists of a program and relevant information for its relocation. C can itself performs the relocation of its address-sensitive portions. D all of the above. The correct answer is cannot be made to execute in any area of storage other than the one designated for it at the time of its coding or translation. Which of the following are is language processors? A. Assemblers. B. Compilers. C. Interpreters. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. In which addressing mode the effective address of the operand is the contents of a register specified in the instruction, and after accessing the operand, the contents of this register is incremented to point to the next item in the list. A. Index addressing. B. Indirect addressing. C. Auto increment. D. Auto decrement. The correct answer is auto increment. The memory allocation scheme subject to external fragmentation is A. Segmentation. B. Swapping. C. Pure demand paging. D. Multiple contiguous fixed partitions. The correct answer is segmentation. While working with MS-DOS, which command will you use to transfer a specific file from one disk to another? A. Disk copy. B. Copy. C. Rename. D. Format. The correct answer is copy. What is the name of the operating system for the laptop computer called MacLite? A. Windows. B. DOS. C. MS-DOS. D. ounce. The correct answer is ounce. In which addressing mode the contents of a register specified in the instruction are first decremented, and then these contents are used as the effective address of the operands? A. Index addressing. B. Indirect addressing. C. Auto increment. D. Auto decrement. The correct answer is auto decrement. What is the name given to the values that are automatically provided by software to reduce keystrokes and improve a computer user's productivity? A. Defined values. B. Fixed values. C. Default values. D. Special values. The correct answer is default values. Page stealing. A is a sign of an efficient system. B is taking page frames from other working sets. C should be the tuning goal. D is taking larger disk spaces for pages paged out. The correct answer is taking page frames from other working sets. In MS-DOS 5.0, which is the number that acts as a code to uniquely identify the software product? A. MS. B. DOS. C. MS-DOS. D. 5.0. The correct answer is 5.0. Bug means A. Logical error in a program. B. A difficult syntax error in a program. C. Documenting programs using an efficient documentation tool. D. All of the above. The correct answer is a logical error in a program. Memory management is A. Not used in modern operating system. B. Replaced with virtual memory on current systems. C. Not used on multiprogramming systems. D. Critical for even the simplest operating systems. The correct answer is critical for even the simplest operating systems,